Hello and welcome to our channel, Tech Expert Tutorials. In today's video, we will show you how to create your own application using the Claude AI Vision API in a Python script. We will create an Anthropic account, add credits so that we can start sending messages, and use an API key to connect to Anthropic Claude AI online. We will be using VS Code and Python for this demo. For more details, see our video on this topic, link in the description below. Finally, we will evaluate the accuracy of this model, so please stick around until the end. To get started, go to the anthropic.com webpage. You will see information about Claude and Anthropic. To create an account, click on Claude and API. Then click on Start Building. You can use a Gmail account or another email account. We will use a personal email for this demo. After filling out the email address, click on Continue. Open your email and copy the verification code after clicking the link in the email. Click on Verify. The sign-up will ask you a few questions. After filling those out and accepting the terms and policy, click on Continue. Type in your organization name. The industry and website are optional. Click on Create Account. Before you can use the API, you'll need to buy some credits. You can start with $5 or $10 for now. Click on Complete Setup and make your selections. Then click on Continue. Add your billing information and click Continue. When you finish this step, click on Add Funds and add a minimum of $5 here. We suggest don't select Auto Load for now. Click on API Keys on the left. Then click Create Key on the upper right. Give the key a name and click on Add. Be sure to copy the key to a secure location. You will need it later. Now, we will show you how to use this API in a Python script. First, you will need to set up a Python environment. Here are some details on how. Be sure to set up an environment variable named Anthropic API key with the key value you copied earlier. Okay, now we are ready to run our code. The first example has a few import statements. Anthropic is the Python SDK for connecting to the AI service. Then we set up an Anthropic client, which is part of the Anthropic SDK that we imported above. We need to pass in the API key so we can connect to the Claude server. Using that client, we create a message to send to the server. This message includes the model name we will be using. There are several to choose from. We set a token limit so we don't use up that $10 too quickly, and include a role and content as shown. Finally, we print the output from the Claude server. Okay, that was simple. This shows how easy it is to use this model and API in an application. Next, we will use this model to perform some OCR text extraction on an image. This notebook has a few import statements, including the same Anthropic SDK as the first example. We have a few functions. The first one will encode our image to base64 for sending to the API. The next function takes in the API key value and the path to the image as input parameters. We create an Anthropic client, then encode our image. Next, we create a message with the model, token limit, along with a more complicated message this time. We have to tell the model some information about the image, and then give it a prompt that is appropriate for this use case. Finally, we return the output with text format. We include a simple error handler for now. In our main function, we get the API key from the environment variable we set up earlier, then select the image we want to process. In our case, we will be using a driver's license. Next, we run the extract text function from above and pass in the key and path parameters. We store the result in the extracted text variable and print it to the screen. In the last cell contains code that is common in most Python scripts. It will handle the case where you run this code as a separate script or include this as a package in another script. These are the results from the API. The text looks reasonable. Now we're going to compare to the image. As you can see, the OCR missed a few items, such as the text in the 3 red rectangles, and some of the small gray numbers. However, what it did find, it got all but one correct. The only mistake was the first DOB should be DLN, and the 44 should be 4D. 17 of 19 items were correct, giving this an accuracy of 89%. There are techniques we can use to improve the accuracy, including some image manipulation and some prompt engineering. Stay tuned for videos on these advanced topics. As always, comments and suggestions are welcome. Please like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.